ready? All right, Carmen, let's get this
Yeah,
started.
let's do
Oh.
this. Let's do this. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, it's Cinco de Mayo. And then yesterday was May the 4th, and I saw R2D2 on the sidewalk. It was fun. Welcome, everyone, to our Healthier Texas webinar. This is our kickoff webinar for Healthy Texan Week. I'll be explaining that in a little bit. My name is Natalie, and with me is Carmen. I'm one of the health coaches, and Carmen's one of the instructors. Before we introduce ourselves, let's briefly go on to the next slide, make our disclaimer about our funders here. We are federally funded by a USDA Supplemental Assistance Program, SNAP. We are a non-discriminatory organization. All right, next slide, please. And as I was mentioning, this is our kickoff for Healthy Texan Week, so I'm super excited. Again, my name is Natalie. I'm one of the health coaches of our free health coaching program, and I'll be your facilitator for the nutrition education portion of today. Thank you for joining us and coming together to celebrate wellness, community, and healthy living across Texas. To help us get started, I'm thrilled to introduce Carmen, our Stronger Texas
Hola.
instructor. Yes, go for it, Carmen. Take it off.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Carmen, and I am a Zumba instructor, and I teach virtual classes for Healthier Texas. So let me introduce myself. Um, I am excited to be here with you today for Healthy Texan Week. I will be leading you through a fun and energetic physical workout. It's not going to be hard. You can stay with me. I'm going to go very, very slow with the instruction and with some fun moves, some fun music. So no special equipment is needed for today's workout. We'll keep it very light and flexible. Most importantly, we'll have fun. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carmen. All right, let's go to our next slide. For those of you who are not familiar with us, Healthier Texas, the nonprofit, a little bit about us. We are dedicated to improving the lives of Texans by addressing the root cause of preventable diseases and promoting better health outcomes. Through innovative programs, partnerships, and community-driven efforts, we're creating opportunities for Texans to lead healthier lives. Together, we will build healthier communities, and together, we will thrive. And so now I get to talk a little bit about Healthy Texan Week. So this week is all about empowering our communities to build healthier lives through small, sustainable habits. So we're here to share tools, tips, and support to make healthy living more achievable, just easier to kickstart it for everyone. So through education, encouragement, and connection, we're helping Texans take charge of their well-being, one step, one meal, one goal at a time. And then for today's webinar, our objectives are to, go ahead here. So we're going to try to name 3 ways to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into healthy eating patterns, apply strategies to set and maintain achievable goals related to your health journey, and through a group discussion via chat, we're going to describe healthier barriers and propose solutions with each other. So that will be coming very soon. But for now, let's dive into some nutrition education. Fruits and vegetables. Why are they important? Why is it always the fruits and vegetables? Um, of course, we know they're full of minerals and vitamins, potassium, vitamin A, C, K, folate, a lot of things. My favorite thing, though, and the thing I always advocate as a health coach, is to remember your fruits and vegetables because of the fiber content that they have. The fiber content that we need in our diet is so low here in the United States. Like we really need to up our fiber content. It's one of the lowest compared to other countries in the world. Um, we need that fiber, and I can go on and on about fiber, but I'll just tell you real quick, this is not on the slide. Fiber is like the sponge and soap for our digestive systems. We need it so much, and we need to clean our digestive systems every day. So fruits and veggies every day, not only for the vitamins and all the good stuff that comes from it, but because you need to clean out your digestive system. Um, Fruits and veggies are low in calories, they're low in fat, low in sodium, so they don't have all the things that our body needs to get rid of all the time. Next slide, please. Okay, so what counts as far as fruits and veggies? Or let's focus on fruits first. Um, what is recommended is to have 1.5 to 2 cups of fruits on a daily basis. Now, these are fresh, frozen, canned, 100% fruit juice. I won't say 1.5 to 2 cups of fruit juice, and I'll tell you why in a second. So when we think about our portions for fruits, think about 1.5 to 2 cups, but for the frozen, the canned, or the fresh fruits. If they are fruit juice or if it is dried fruits, it's a different portion. 100% fruit juice, it does count as a fruit portion, but only if you are limiting it to 6 ounces for that portion for the day. And the reason why is because fruit juice does not come with the pulp. It has no fiber. That's been juiced out. So you're losing out on the fiber that helps slow down the sugar intake into our bloodstream. And therefore, if you drink more than 6 ounces of fruit juice, it's kind of considered a sugary beverage after that. So if you think, oh, I'm going to drink like these two 100% juice bottles of fruit juice today, and that'll be my fruit intake, I'll say, you forgot your fiber. Where is your fiber? So just limit it to 6 ounces. Now, with dried fruits, it's the same thing. You have only the very condensed sugar that's left in that fruit. And it's not, you got no water or juice in it. So that you can think of it as like nature's candy. The amount that you're going to eat is a lot smaller because the amount of sugar in that little teeny raisin or dried cranberry, is a whole lot more than like what you would get from like a handful of grapes. So a handful of raisins is not the same as a handful of grapes. You need to make that smaller because all that sugar is in the little itty bitty raisin. All right, next slide, please. What counts as vegetables? So veggies, we are encouraged and are recommended to eat 2.5 to 3 cups of veggies a day. So that's like double the amount of fruits on a daily basis. Um, Raw, cooked veggies count. Canned veggies are great. Frozen veggies are my savior as a mom, a working mom. Frozen veggies is the way to go. And you can always add it to any meal, your omelet, your spaghetti. Um, you can snack on it. We'll talk more about those strategies in a little bit. But yes, all of these are great. And let's move on to the next slide. Okay, eating more fruits and veggies strategies. Um, Fruits for breakfast are great as a breakfast snack. You can use fruits to sweeten different things, like you can put them on top of your pancakes instead of having your syrup on it. You can fruiten your banana cake with like a little bit of apple juice or apple sauce, instead of putting the sugar in addition to the very brown bananas in your banana cake. There's different ways that you can add more fruits on a daily, kind of have to be creative. Um, like I was saying a little bit ago, veggies in your omelet and your sandwiches, like every little bit counts. It all adds up. One of my favorite ways, and this is not on the slide, but this is something that my clients seem to really enjoy, is getting a fruit veggie smoothie in the morning. Why? Because it's the easiest, quickest way to get a whole portion or two of veggies and fruits in your morning. So a common veggie to use in your smoothie is spinach. It blends in really well with berries. You can't really taste the flavor. So a berry, banana, spinach smoothie is a great way to have fruits and veggies first thing in the morning. There's also like a celery, cucumber, orange juice combination that you can make if you want it more on the green side and fresh side. There's so many different creative ways of having veggies. So think of smoothies. If you're not a veggie either, try a smoothie. That might get you into eating veggies on a daily basis with smoothies. All right, next slide, please. Okay, well, let's talk as a group on the chat. Can anyone share their favorite veggie meal? Let's inspire each other and get awesome cooking ideas or just, you know, ideas to share around veggies. And I'll share some too. Let me see here. I'll go ahead and open the chat. All right, everyone, come on in with some amazing ideas. What's your favorite veggie meal? Does anybody know spring rolls, about spring rolls? Like wrapping a salad inside of rice paper? All right. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Rachel. I was like, oh my gosh, how many people are here? Rachel has sauteed zucchini and squash. Oh, that's really good. Calabacitas. Yeah. Mushrooms. I can always do mushrooms, Carmen. I love mushrooms, and they always absorb any flavor that they're cooking next to. It's delicious. Turkey wrap with lettuce, tomato, and avocado. That sounds yummy. Fresh garden salad. Awesome. Veronica Diaz likes to snack on carrots. Carrots with lemon. Ooh, Ra
Mm.
Raquel and Veronica. Raquel, do you cook your carrots or is it like fresh lemon on raw carrots? Tell me more about this carrots and lemon thing. This is new to me. Fresh lemon. Okay. It's fresh lemon on carrots. I gotta try that. That sounds delish. It probably brings out like the sweetness of the carrot. Stuffed red bell peppers with quinoa, black beans, and carrots with a side salad. Hi, Liliana, that sounds good. Oh, cucumbers with lemon are good too. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, and if you like, I like a lot of Asian flavors, so I like to do toasted sesame oil with lemon and a little bit of soy sauce on my cucumbers. So good. A Buddha bowl. Yes, you can do anything you want. I love Buddha bowls. Oh, your son doesn't like any veggies. Ah, you might. With my kids, it was tricky, but we always did like fun games with veggies. One game was to, make your broccolis into trees and pretend like their velociraptor fork was getting out to get something. My game that I play with my girls to get them into veggies is I'd have a fork, and she was a British lady that loved to have hats, and so she'd have a broccoli hat, and she'd have to place her hats in somebody's mouth and store them because she just had to accumulate all these hats. So she had tomato hats and carrot hats and anything that you could put on the fork. My kids loved it. I don't think they cared what was on the fork. They just wanted to stuff her hats in her in their mouths. And that's how I got them to eat veggies. You can have fun. All right. Let's go ahead and go into the next question. Oh, Liliana, yes, the hide them in smoothies. I love hiding veggies in smoothies, especially spinach is a good one. All right. What is your favorite tasty canned veggie meal? This is very specific. When I thought of this one, I can only think of one specific thing that I really like a lot, a lot, a lot, and it requires no cooking, and it's just all canned veggies put together. Can anybody guess what it is? Ooh, green beans. Bertha, that's a good guess. I love green beans. Um, yeah, green beans are the best. Let's see. What is your favorite tasty canned veggie meal? I'll share mine if somebody shares their ideas. Or if you want to guess, what salad includes corn, black beans, peas? I guess the red bell pepper is not in a can. You can dice that fresh. And cilantro, salt, lemon, and pepper. That's a nice salad. It's a Southwest salad mix or like a New Mexico. Yes, I love those. And you can put jalapenos in them too, the canned jalapenos if you like them. Yeah, I love that mix. The rainbow ball. I love that, Bertha. Yeah. You could, especially the girls, my girls would go for that. Kids would love to eat rainbow salads. Nice. Yeah, and you can do that for a pasta salad too. Absolutely. All right. Anybody else have any ideas for tasty canned veggie meals? Rachel, you might need to help me here. Do you have any ideas? Okay, Bertha says mixed veggies in a can. All right. Do you have to prepare it in a certain way, Bertha? You can roast the corn. Absolutely. That makes it so different. And then, like, if
Yum.
you put them in a chowder, it's so good.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can make a pico with roasted corn too.
Yeah.
Mm, perfect. So Bertha adds the mixed canned veggies to the rice. Yeah. Any way
Yeah.
to prepare them, like any spices or just as is to your rice, Bertha? Oh, let me see here. Southwest stuffed as is. Okay, I should try that. Perfect. So Bertha has, we'll add mixed veggies, canned mixed veggies to rice as is. Sounds delish. All
Mm.
right, Liliana is talking about Southwest stuffed enchiladas, which was black beans and corn. That's a great way, yeah, to use your canned veggies. Ah, oh man, I think I'm hungry. I didn't have lunch yet.
Me too.
Yeah. Well,
Yum.
sometimes when I'm hungry, though, and I'm not supposed to eat yet, I will start doing some exercise. So the Zumba coming up is going to help me.
Ah.
All right, let's move on to our last question. I think it's our last question. Um, large families and frozen veggies go well together. True for me, yes. Tell me, what is your favorite go-to? I have not thought of the answer of this one. I'll think of my personal answer, but does anybody have a favorite go-to for frozen veggies? When like you are on the run and you need something healthy, something easy, what is your favorite go-to as far as your frozen veggies go? Man. Steamed broccoli with lemon pepper. Yes. Yes, I do that. That's a good one. I was thinking, yeah, probably steamed
Rice.
broccoli. Nice. Yeah, and stir fry. Yep. Frozen veggies like broccoli with rice. And Carmen, you just said rice, right?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, you could put the broccoli with the rice. That's a good one, Hannah. I like that idea. So Hannah
Yeah.
says to make a stir fry, like frozen veggies with rice and any meat protein. So like if you have chicken or beef, put those in, or tofu, something that's sometimes that's super easy too.
Mm.
Sometimes, if eggs were not as expensive, but back in the day when eggs were not as crazy expensive, I would scramble eggs into the rice and broccoli and other veggies and just with a little bit of soy sauce and toasted sesame oil. And gosh, that would take my girls would love that stuff. They would take it to school for lunch. Um, I think yeah, my go-to would be frozen broccoli or frozen green beans. I could also do those pretty easily because like, you can add frozen green beans to kind of like everything like broccoli, like you would do with broccoli. All right, any other ideas? Rachel. I'm going to call you Rachel. Everyone, Rachel is one of my clients. She's awesome. She's always such a great participant. Rachel, help me here. What's your favorite frozen vegetable? Just you and Mariano. Oh, so yeah, you don't use frozen veggies that much because you don't have a big family. That makes sense. Um, yeah, broccoli is the best. And to be honest, Rachel, like even I think it takes less time to make the broccoli when it's frozen than when it's like fresh broccoli. Bertha's has never used frozen veggies. You might like them. I like the flavor of the broccoli. Sometimes I like it more than like the fresh ones for some reason. I think they are blanched before they're frozen, and the broccoli is harvested a little bit like um, more into its maturity. So I think it's more flavorful sometimes than the broccoli that I get from the store. Um, Rachel says she loves a corn and veggie blend. I like that too. Spinach. I've never tried frozen spinach. I've looked at those frozen spinach blocks. Tasha, how would you do your frozen spinach? Because that's something I've been wanting to like prepare, but I haven't done that yet. Saute it. So do you have to let it thaw out first or oh, I got a lot of responses. Okay, so while we wait on Tasha, let's see, we've got okra. Okay, so Tasha, you let it thaw out first and then you saute it in. Okay, cool. Well, that's good because I was thinking I would have to make like a pot of greens. And I was like, I want to think of something else that's not going to be of that texture. So if I saute them, then I bet I could like lose some of the water content because I could dry it up that way a little bit. Okay, Raquel, you have to tell me what is campesina salad. That sounds delicious.
Mm.
Please share. Liliana said spinach and veggie lasagna. That's a great idea, Liliana. So you use your frozen veggies and you put them in a lasagna. Nice. And then Raquel said okra earlier. I've never had frozen okra. Like I've seen them fresh. I've seen them like in a jar, like pickled okra. But my store doesn't have like frozen okra. I do remember an okra salad or guiso, which was like a tomato and onion sauteed, and then you put the okra in that. And then you have it cooked together. Okay, Raquel, if if you get a chance later on to let us know what a campesina salad is, I would love to know. All right. Oh, let me see here. Okay, so I was like going up and down on my chat to see if there's any questions here, and then I accidentally clicked out of my chat. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions about fruit and veggies? Any questions about fiber? I would love to talk about fiber. Anything that you would like to ask me about? I'll try to pull up my chat. That has, oh, there we go. Okay. Any questions? Oh, what are some good fiber-rich foods? I am glad that you asked, Tasha. So actually, we have two types of fibers that are very important to have in a diet. And one is a soluble fiber and one is the non-soluble fiber. The non-soluble fiber is the crunchy part, the meaty part of your fruit or veggie. The soluble part is the juicy part. Now, most fruits and veggies, if you're eating them slightly cooked al dente or raw, they'll have both of them. If you're overcooking it, your soluble fiber kind of evaporates and you lose that. Especially if you turn it into a chip, like veggie chips, they're not vegetables anymore. Everything turns into like a carbohydrate at that point. But what I was going to say is there's certain veggies that are very high on soluble fiber that are great for you, especially if you have some health issues and you're kind of just wanting to get a lot of good fiber in. One of them is okra. The slimy, gooey stuff inside of okra is soluble fiber. It's great for you. So eating those, the combination, um, and the way that you can eat okra, it's like you can eat the little baby ones like a carrot raw, or you can put it in your toaster oven for just 2 minutes on each side and sprinkle some salt and pepper with olive oil on it and just have it al dente where it's like bright green and slightly crisp. You still have the good inside soluble fiber in there, and the outside, it's not all golden. It's like bright green and slightly golden, so it's still good. You didn't like overcook it. That's a great one to have. Nopalitos. Carmen, I'm so glad that you mentioned nopalitos is my favorite. Love it. And they're everywhere. And if they're not in your area, just go find yourself a Latino or Mexican grocery store. They'll have it for you there. They might have it all diced up and frozen in the frozen section. They might have them fresh without the little thorns. The best way to have that is in a green smoothie because then you have it raw. If you cook the nopalitos too much, you risk losing all of that slime, the soluble fiber, which is what you don't want to do because that stuff is so healthy for you. So everybody try your green smoothie, nopalitos, celery, either orange juice or green apple, ginger and lemon to taste. So good. First thing in the morning. Oh my gosh, you lose like 7 pounds of water weight just because of how good it is for your system. And like any bloating or inflammation that you have is gone in a week with that stuff. It's great. So okra, nopalitos, aloe vera is another one. That one has a spicy, bitter flavor sometimes. You have to hide it a little bit more with more orange juice or pineapple in your smoothie, but you could do an aloe vera smoothie. Um, that's a good way to have it. Other than that, just any fruit and veggie, as long as you're not overcooking it, is going to be good. It's still going to have some of that soluble fiber in it. Um, just don't think that veggie chips are vegetables. They're not veggies at that point. Just like potatoes are not potatoes after they become a chip, right? Veggie chip is the same thing. So when you're having veggies, cook them al dente, don't overcook them or have them raw, and that way you get the most fiber content that way. And
Yes.
thank you everybody for joining us today. Enjoy our Healthy Texan week. We are full of fun activities. Check us out on our website and, go on a walk every day today or every day this week, or, make sure you have your fruit in the morning every day this week. Just think of something simple, one easy thing that you can commit to every day for this week. All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
and
Bye-bye.
see you
Thank
around.
you. Bye-bye.